Hello, my name is Patricia Holmes, and we have a very fun short chapter here for chapter 7. We are learning, and I am introducing shape tween. So let's go ahead and open up the end file. This is what our finished product should look like. So hit the test movie icon in the top right of the screen. And what you're seeing here is a short animation of a flame and then a background animation to the text. So this is shape tweening, a type of animation. So let's open up our Ch7 start file and save it immediately as a working file. And you'll see 3 layers down here in this start file. And what we're going to do is we're going to extend each of these 3 layers to frame 40. So select them, press F5. Remember, I hit the keyboard key F5, but you can also go insert timeline frame. So we extended the frames, and let's go ahead and on the start file hit the test button, because you're going to see there's no animation, and we're getting ready to add some animation to it. So on the flame layer, click on the flame layer, click on the very last frame that we added, which is 40, and press F6. We're adding a keyframe. Now, remember, when you add a keyframe, it copies the last keyframe. So the last keyframe that is on this layer is keyframe 1. So the flame is duplicated. Now we're going to edit that duplication. So I'm going to take my mouse and look at my mouse arrow. Right underneath it is a little smiley line. That's what you want. As soon as you see that line, click your mouse and maybe drag this flame just a little bit to alter it from the original. Now let's go ahead and test the movie. Oops, sorry, we got to put the animation. Click in the middle of this layer, right click and choose Create Shape Tween. The software does the rest. Now let's test it. And it's going to kind of loop around. And let's say we like that, but we want a little bit more candle flicker. So now what I want you to do is right click it and remove the shape tween. What we're going to do is we're going to add a couple of keyframes in this layer. Press F6, a few different areas of your choice. And I want you to come over here and I want you to alter this. So take your mouse, click outside of the flame to deselect it, and then you get the option with that little line under the arrow to alter it. So this is going to be the top. Let's make this frame a little bit bigger. And as you work on this, there's no right or wrong flame image size. It's just, I think, more importantly, the learning that you can take an animated graphic and put a command on it, and the software does the rest. Okay, now that we have our 4 different flames, let's go ahead and right click and add the shape tween command and see if we like this flame. Okay, so let's test it. Yeah, that's a little bit more of a flicker. I think that if I wasn't recording a desktop video, I probably would spend a bit more time on it, but I like to keep these videos very short. Okay, so let's say we like this flame. Let's go ahead and I want to show you something kind of on a side note. If you click on this first frame here and then hold the shift key down, click the last frame just to here, right click, I want you to copy these frames. And then what we're going to do is we're going to make a master copy of just the flame by going Insert, New Symbol. Let's call this Flame 1. Make sure you choose graphic. Click OK, and it instantly puts us into the editing mode of our request. So click over here on frame 1 and then right click and then paste frames. So now what we have is we have a master copy of that flame. So now so I just click back to scene 1. So what I did here is make sure your edit bar is selected, and then you'll hit that little arrow that goes back to scene 1. Now what we have, guys, is we have a master copy of this flame. So what does that mean? Let's go open up our library. Here's our copy of our flame. Now imagine, if you will, a birthday cake that you have a photo of a birthday cake. You can put these flames on top of the candles. And because we saved one copy, which is the symbol, all of these copies are called instances. And I just want to kind of go off the chapter onto a little side note to show you how you can really get creative with this. So let's hit test movie. And oops, we didn't have a designated layer for all this, I just realized. And I'm going to hit Control Z a few times. I also want to point out that broken line right there means that there's an error. So I'm going to hit Control Z. The memory of Adobe Animate can go back to about 100 steps. Okay, now here we are. We made our flame. We liked it. See that arrow? Click it. It's going to go back to scene 1. And this time I'm going to do it right. I'm going to add a layer. I'm going to click over here to frame 1 of this layer. Let's name it flames with plural. Click over here, then I'm going to add my little candle flame. So again, imagine you have candles, an image of a candle on a stage here, and you're putting the flames on it. One more, just to make my point. Now let's hit test movie. Boy, that's a lot. So I think that I think this is fun, and I just want to show you this. Okay, so now I made my point. So I'm going to take the flames, plural, layer, and I'm going to hit the trash can. Get rid of that. Now we're back to where we are. Okay. Next, what we're going to do is we are going to go ahead and we're going to animate the background of this text. So let's pick that up in the next video, and that's going to be it. We only have a couple videos on this chapter, and so thanks for listening. Let's follow me on the next video.